Stop practicing speaking more slowly. That's not confidence, that's performance. We spend a lot of time learning how to look confident, but no one ever tells us where this anxiety comes from or who it serves. Today, we're not talking about how to become more confident, but why your desire for confidence itself deserves to be questioned. Imagine this. You're invited to record a podcast, and the topic is a field you know well, but in the 30 seconds before it starts, you're sitting in the waiting area, headphones around your neck, your heart beating a little faster than usual. You keep rehearsing your opening in your head, adjusting your posture, imagining the host's first question, imagining whether your expression looks calm enough. Notice where your attention is in this moment, not on the ideas you actually want to express, but on how you appear in others' eyes. That's the core of the confidence anxiety most people experience. Our attention shifts from the content itself to the ongoing monitoring of self-presentation. Sociologist Eva Illouz point out in Emotional Capitalism that late capitalism turns emotions, especially positive ones like confidence and optimism, into capital that can be managed, displayed, and evaluated. Your emotional state becomes part of your resume. So, a lack of confidence is no longer just a personal feeling. It is constructed as a flaw, a weakness that needs to be fixed, or else you'll fall behind in competition. We internalize that judgment and begin continuously monitoring ourselves. Next, we'll first explain what kind of power mechanism defines so-called proper confidence. Then talk about where your attention should go once you see through it. After watching, the way you feel about confidence may change fundamentally. Self-monitoring does not arise out of nowhere. This internalized standard of judgment has a source. So, who defines what correct confidence is? This brings us to the disciplinary power proposed by French philosopher Michel Foucault in Discipline and Punish. He argues that power in modern society increasingly relies less on crude suppression and more on a series of subtle techniques, standards, evaluations, self-censorship that lead everyone to actively shape themselves into compliant subjects. Think about it. From public speaking grades in school, to annual company reviews, to the implicit judgment of your self-worth by like counts in workplace social settings, an everywhere present system for evaluating confidence has already taken shape. It tells you, confidence should sound like this and look like that. You try to meet that standard, thinking you're freeing yourself, but in fact, you're carrying out power's shaping of you. You think you're practicing a sense of control, but your practice template probably comes from an invisible script of social control. But here's a twist you may not have expected. Those who spend the most energy managing their image and working hardest to maintain a confident performance are often the first to lose real influence. Research by Dacher Keltner, a psychology professor at UC Berkeley, in The Power Paradox, shows that people who tie a sense of power to comparing their status with others have a harder time building truly effective influence. Once a sense of power is tied to superiority, it begins to erode the ability to connect with others, and influence falls apart. Understanding this mechanism is not meant to leave you in nihilism or cynicism. Only by knowing the rules of the board can you decide what you truly want. If the pursuit of confidence is a product of a disciplinary system, where is the way out? It's not to become more confident, but to fully shift your focus. Go back to those 30 seconds in the waiting area. The shift is not to make yourself speak more slowly, and not to do positive self-affirmations in front of a mirror. It's when that thought of evaluating your own performance rises again that you recognize it. Then gently bring your attention back to the idea you actually want to express. This action sounds small, but it changes the way you relate to the outside world. When you focus on the problem itself, focus on your collaborators, and focus on what you truly care about, you are no longer an actor performing confidence, but a thinker who is truly present. This takes practice, but not body language practice, attention practice. Every time you break free from the anxiety of how to look good enough and put your energy into the thing itself, you weaken that system's hold on your attention. You no longer need to play a confident person. You only need to be a focused person. A true sense of power comes from connection to a goal or field larger than yourself, not from the illusion of being better than others. This is not feel-good advice. It's a reallocation of attention resources. Every bit of energy you have is either used to monitor your self-image or to truly affect the outside world. You can't maximize both at the same time. That voice demanding that you prove yourself started in school, and it has followed you for many years, but it was never your own voice. So next time you feel insecure, you might tell yourself, "This is not my flaw. It is the echo of an ancient system of evaluation." The real challenge is not winning the game, but, after seeing the board clearly, deciding where to place your attention. At what moment did you suddenly realize you were performing confidence?